Is Bioware actually dead? Bioware has been called dead for a long time. When Dragon Age 2 came out, people called Bioware dead. When Mass Effect 3 came out, everyone called Bioware dead. When Dragon Age Inquisition came out, everyone called Bioware dead. When Mass Effect Andromeda released, everyone called Bioware dead. When Anthem released, everyone's called Bioware dead. But here we are, 12 years later, from Dragon Age 2's release date, and they aren't dead. So why do so many people keep saying they're dead? Simply because they just don't like the games that are coming out. Which, you know what, that's fair. Whatever, right? If you don't like the games that Bioware are making currently, that's completely fair. But the issue that I have with a lot of these Bioware games that are coming out is similar to a lot of other people. I don't like Anthem being an online-only looter shooter or Andromeda being an open world. I have some problems with it. But if you have such a horrible time, like a really horrible time, just talking about it or thinking about it, then why do you not just go on? How healthy is it for you to just stay and sulk and whine about them? and the thing is, it's like, how much joy do you even get from this? What are you going to, and if you're going to say that if you don't do any of this, how will they learn? First off, Bioware, the average developer, knows this. It is hard for them not to know this. With so many people constantly descending upon them, screeching that they are the worst company and are dead, so they know. The issue is that they can't do anything about it. They aren't in positions of power to do or make any changes whatsoever. It's like asking a fish to change the currents of the ocean. Just because they're in the ocean doesn't mean that they can change the currents. That's the same with Bioware. Second off, any of the changes that will happen will not be because you're bitching about it, it'll be because EA wants to change it, or there's a greater shift in the industry that incentivizes EA to change it. Fallen Order came out and shifted EA's thinking, which allowed Bioware to make Dreadwolf into a single-player offline game. But Fallen Order was not the result of gamer rage, it was the result of Respawn having a unique situation with EA that allowed them to make Fallen Order. They were relatively new in EA's corporate structure, and so they weren't assimilated fully yet. They didn't replace the current leaders with ones that were more favorable to them, so they had the chance to, a brief window of a chance, to make something like Fallen Order. And with its success, allowed many other studios in EA to make something similar to that concept, an offline single-player game. But again, EA isn't going to listen to gamers' complaints. Because, you know what, live service games are successful, whether you like it or not. Live service games are a successful gaming product for EA, and that's what they care about. They don't think single player games are dead actually, they just don't think they're viable for or make the most money. It's not like they can't make money, it's just they don't make as much money as live service games. As much as it sucks, they aren't going to do anything with your comments. So then, why do you stick around? If your complaints aren't going to be taken seriously, then why do you be here? Do you honestly enjoy doing this to yourself? To constantly keep thinking about games that you don't like by companies you like less? I love Assassin's Creed, but after finding out what they're doing with it, I simply stopped playing the games. I don't like it, and I kept playing the games that I do like. I just replay the Ezio collection. And I don't feel like it is good for me to just stay there and just bitch about all the stuff that I didn't like, which just reminds me of the things that I don't like and how the franchise has become. I just stopped, and you know what? I'm fine. I like the games quite a bit. And I'll end off on this. If you think Bioware is dead, truly, truly dead, then why are you still hanging around its corpse? Like, honestly, dude. If you think it is a dead thing, why do you keep hanging around the dead thing?